In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on July 6, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Toronto Blue Jays vs. Chicago White Sox, Game 2. The Toronto Blue Jays and Chicago White Sox will wrap up their 3-game series with a doubleheader on Thursday in Chicago. The two teams were scheduled to play on Wednesday night before a rainout caused today's doubleheader. Toronto is 3-7 in their last 10 games following a win and 12-4 in their last 16 games against the American League Central. The under is 7-3 in Toronto's last 10 game twos of a series. Chicago is 13-4 in their last 17 game twos of a series and 5-3 in their last 8 games against the American League East. The over is 5-1 in Chicago's last 6 games. Toronto is 5-0 in these two teams' last 5 head-to-head meetings. For Game 2, Yusei Kikuchi has allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 4 of his last 5 games. Even without knowing the starting pitcher for Chicago in Game 2, I am taking the Blue Jays. Toronto has been the better team this year and Kikuchi has pitched very well over the last few weeks, so the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. The Toronto Blue Jays are 46-40 this season and they have lost 3 of their last 4 games. Toronto won the first game in this series by a score of 4-3 on Tuesday night. The Toronto pitching staff has a 3.94 earned run average, a 1.26 WHIP, and a .242 opponent batting average this season. The Blue Jays offense has scored 383 runs with a .260 batting average and a .327 on-base percentage. Bo Bichette is batting .315 with 15 home runs and 51 RBIs for the Blue Jays. The Chicago White Sox are 37-50 this season and they have lost 3 of their last 4 games. Prior to losing the first game in this series, Chicago lost 2 out of 3 games to Oakland. The Chicago pitching staff has a 4.54 earned run average, a 1.36 WHIP, and a .239 opponent batting average. The White Sox offense has scored 365 runs with a .239 batting average and a .299 on-base percentage this year. Luis Robert is batting .276 with 25 home runs and 49 RBIs for the White Sox. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Mets vs. Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks host the Mets in the final game of a 3-game series on Thursday, July 6th. Arizona leads the National League West Division as their offense has dominated against their opponents and led the way continuously. The Mets continue to struggle in the overall standings as they are near the bottom in the division. The Mets are 4-11 in their last 15 road games and 9-19 in their last 28 overall. The Diamondbacks are 2-7 in their last 9 Thursday games and 1-4 in their last 5 home games. The under is 5-2 in Mets' last 7 Thursday games. The under is 5-1 in Diamondbacks' last 6 overall. The Mets are 4-1 in the last 5 meetings in Arizona and 20-7 in the last 27 meetings. Carrasco has been a better pitcher on the road this season and is facing a Diamondbacks team that has skidded a bit as of late, losing 4 of 6 games heading into Wednesday night's game. The Diamondbacks are hitting just .212 as a team over those 6 games and are scoring just over 3 runs per game. Diamondback starter Nelson has been a road warrior this season but has struggled to translate that success at home. Nelson has the worst home WHIP in baseball this season. He has failed to get out of the 5th inning in 2 of his last 3 starts at home and allowed 24 hits and 13 runs in just 13.2 innings of work. The Mets lineup is the healthiest it has been for some time and should be able to put up some numbers against Nelson in this spot. This pitching matchup could go either way, and I expect some offense in this contest. With that said, the Arizona Diamondbacks have been in a bit of a funk lately, while the Mets are probably enjoying their best week of the season. Last night's win only adds to that confidence. You have to like the value of the Mets and the plus money given this recent play, both because of their improved play as of late and the quality money line here. So the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. While Carrasco has certainly performed better on the road this season, his earned run average is still over 4.5 away from Citi Field. The Mets have gone over the total in 4 out of his last 5 starts as well. Nelson, meanwhile, has an earned run average up over 7 at home this season and hasn't gone past 5 innings in each of his last 3 home starts. After a game with few runs on Wednesday night, the Bats should come back alive on Thursday night. Both starting pitchers have been allowing multiple runs, and the over should be the play easily. The Diamondbacks have scored the 6th most runs in the league, and the Mets have hit the 9th most home runs this year. The over is 4-1 in the Mets' last 5 during Game 3 of a series. The over is 5-1 in the last 7 meetings in Arizona. Chase Field is also ranked 4th in baseball in best defensive stadiums over the past 2.5 years, so the park should certainly help play to the over. Plus, a quick glance at this series from the start would put this game as the most likely to go past the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Pittsburgh Pirates versus Los Angeles Dodgers. The Pittsburgh Pirates have been struggling a bit as they are 3rd in the National League Central with a 40-45 record. Young right-hander Johan Oviedo gets the start here and is coming off a losing effort against the Milwaukee Brewers as he went 5 innings and allowed 8 runs on 9 hits with 3 walks and 1 strikeout. The Los Angeles Dodgers have been climbing back up as they are currently 2nd in the National League West with a 47-38 record right now. Young southpaw Julio Urias will be on the mound here and is coming off a losing effort against the Kansas City Royals where he pitched 3 innings and gave up 5 runs on 6 hits with a hit by pitch, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Pittsburgh is 6-2 in their last 8 games against the National League West and 3-8 in their last 11 Game 4s of a series. The over is 4-1 in Pittsburgh's last 5 Thursday games. Los Angeles is 45-15 in their last 60 Thursday games and 1-6 in their last 7 Game 4s of a series. The over is 8-2 in Los Angeles' last 11 home games. Pittsburgh is 10-27 in these two teams' last 37 head-to-head meetings. These starting pitching splits show a massive difference between these teams as Johan Oviedo is 1-4 with a 4.43 earned run average and a .271 batting average against in 8 road games, while Julio Urias is 4-1 with a 1.99 earned run average and a .186 opposing batting average in 5 starts at Dodger Stadium. There is a sizable difference between these offenses in the last couple of weeks as the Pirates are scoring 4.92 runs in their last 13 games, while the Dodgers are averaging 5.92 runs in their previous 12 games. The Dodgers have won 26 of the last 36 games against the Pirates, so the Los Angeles Dodgers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. When looking at the previous 7 games for both pitchers, these offenses should dominate as Johan Oviedo is 0-5 with a 4.5 earned run average and a 1.30 WHIP in 40 innings, while Julio Urias is 2-4 with a 7.01 earned run average and a 1.38 WHIP in 34.2 innings in that span. Diving into the pitching staffs in the last 7 days, Los Angeles is 19th in that stretch with a 5.02 earned run average, while Pittsburgh is 26th with a 6.28 earned run average thus far. The over has hit in 5 of the previous 6 games against one another. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.